Today is Monday, August 14th. It was, boy, another really hot day out there today. 90 degrees, no wind whatsoever until just now here at pretty much 4 o'clock. Brutal. Ugh, miserable weather. But another good day on the water. And what was pretty cool about today is that I had a crew that I've been fishing for several years. It was great seeing them all again. Lots of fun. They wanted to net fish too, which is great because I'm an old man and hurt my back. I got muscle that's all locked up from driving the boat here for the last couple of weeks. So I was more than happy to let them net fish and take care of a lot of the gear while I sat back there and drove the boat. Let's see. What happened here today? Well, started about 7. There were fish caught pretty much anywhere below the checkerboard, Oregon or Washington side at the bottom of the tide. That went pretty well. And then at the tide flip, when it started to push back in, it actually was a lot slower than it was last 2 days and had me a little bit concerned. But when the tide started coming in, we started catching fish for several hours, both Oregon and Washington side. And it was great to see that because the last couple days on the incoming tide, it's been really slow, really tough. Well, today it actually the chew kept going for a couple hours. So that was great to see. It was less fish today on the graph than I saw yesterday, but today they were a little bit snappier. We lost a lot of fish today. We had a lot of short strikes, and I'm going to bring out my guide excuses here and just say that's due to the weather. It's just due to the high sun, no wind. We did finally get bit on copper pink a few times, but for the most part, Mexican hat is still number one. But it's kind of funny. If you guys used to wobbler fish like I did back in the day, when we used to anchor up for these fall fish, you'd ask up and down the hog line, hey, what color did you catch it on? And it was always, oh yeah, silver chartreuse, lemonhead, obviously, because that's what everybody was using. So, of course, that's what I'm going to catch most of my fish on is Mexican hat because that's on most of my rods. That's just the way it works. But what I do know is that it's not hurting. Whether it's helping or not, no idea, but I know it's definitely not hurting. The rod that was really hot here the last couple days was pretty quiet today, so that's why you always keep different bumper length, leader lengths on your gear. The water is going to start cooling here as the tides grow, and as the tides grow, I'll probably be switching back over to more spin fish and bait, and that's just because water temps should be dropping, newer fish coming in, and they should be keyed in a little bit more on bait. But until the fish tell me otherwise, I'm going to keep fishing blades. We've been fishing pretty well. I'm really happy with how the gear's working. I'm very happy with our results. We had another 15-20 goes today with a 30-plus pounder. Awesome. The quality of fish this year is just fantastic. It's really good to see that again. So, gosh, what happened? So we caught fish down at the bottom of the sands on the outgo. Then we fished over in front of Hammond, caught a couple fish there, kicked over to Washington side, caught a couple fish there up near the bridge, came back over to Oregon side to wrap up the day, caught a few fish there. They're here, and they are biting a little bit better on that income. Right at the flip, first part of the outgo, that was pretty good up there in the tankers, but that's going to start getting pretty late in the day for me at least to hit. If the weather's nice enough and you guys want to come out and fish the afternoon, that's not a bad option. Let's see. What else can I say to help out? Oh, I've been getting asked quite a bit about scents on my spinners or scents in general. So I think I got them back here. Hold on, let's go take a look. Come on over. All right, so let's see. First off, the Procure bait sauce garlic. I like to use the garlic quite a bit when the water is warm. And so if I'm mainly in river water, outgoing tide, a little bit higher up in the system, above the bridge, or like I mentioned on the outgo tide, I'll use a lot of the garlic when the water's a bit warmer. And then next one is sardine. The sardine will work pretty much anytime, cold water, warm water. It's a good flavor to use. I mean, heck, this was my favorite one to use back when I was wobbler fishing. Sardine's always a great one. And then the next one is, this one here is probably my number one, the bloody tuna sardine. It's just because it's real heavy oil. This is what I use in my fish nip to get the consistency that I like, to add a little bit of liquid to it. And that one is by far and away probably the one that I use the most. You can see it's just super heavy, there's a lot there to it. But what I will say about scent, and this is what I always tell my customers too, do you like ketchup on your hamburger? Yes. Okay. Do you want a whole bottle of ketchup? Probably not. These fish smell 1 part per million, whatever it is. It's a lot. They can smell extremely, extremely well. So you don't need to use the whole bottle. I drive by boats down here and you smell garlic like you wouldn't believe, or other scents. A little bit goes a long ways. So hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. Let's see. So for tomorrow, my plan, come back up here and have a seat. Ugh. Need to go get a massage. This is brutal. I'm old. Okay, my plan for tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do is start around 7 o'clock and just fish down below the bridge, run till I find some water that looks good. I've been trying to find areas that have less bait in it with my graph cleaned up a touch. So I'm going to run down river, probably fish checkerboard, Oregon, Washington side, somewhere between there and Buoy 10, and then just follow the fish up just like we did today. Until the fish tell us something different, I'm not changing the rhythm that we got going on. But as these tides grow, the fish that are here that have been transitioning for the last several days will kick up river. You guys upriver will start seeing a bunch of fish show up, and hopefully you guys will have a good opportunity to get them. The estuary here might become a bit tougher. I've mentioned it in the last couple updates. Typically these tides that we have coming up, the bite will slow, but we have had years where these tides bring in a lot of Chinook. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that's this year, and we just keep this fun rolling. But we'll see. Time will tell. Okay, time to go get some fuel, clean the boat, and do the guide stuff. So, and definitely tie up more Mexican hats. Never argue with fish. Okay, here we go. Let's roll. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.